How do you say buenos dias in Texas? Well, first start with a warm flour tortilla made from scratch. Then load it with savory frijoles, fresh scrambled eggs, papas, and shredded cheese. Wait, everything is bigger in Texas. Let's add crispy bacon and homemade salsa. And let's not forget about the weekends y barbacoa. You can enjoy a little piece of home from Laredo Taco Company.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
Dooms comes in and throws 3 straight pitches and gets strikeout to get the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up the opposing pitcher, number 16, Marco Barrera.
Up to that, number 18 Mustangs, the pitcher, number 16, Marco Barrera.
Dooms, strike 1. He's just painting that outside corner.
The strike throwing machine.
Yes. Dooms, a junior. Galvan tried to sell that one, and the umpire said, nah, that was a little low. He's been consistent with that so far, this early going of the ball game with those pitches. He's not going to go just to call it because the fans think it's, oh, yeah, that was it. Next pitch from Dooms is a tad high, ball 2. 2-1. And it'll be huge, just like you said, bringing in Reed Dooms. If they can get the 2 outs and leave the bases loaded just like the Mustangs did without giving up a run, that's huge. Staying alive is Barrera, fouling it off, brings the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 strike away right here.
Or base hit from tying it. You never know. Dooms has a call in from his catcher. That's popped up in the air. Long run. Making the grab, the right fielder Gore for out number 3. And just like we said, the Wildcats leave them loaded, or leave the Mustangs loaded on the bases. They lead 1-0 as we go to the top of the second inning. Stay with us.
This is our ILX F511. This is our top of the line floating screen radio. We have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We've also got a cool feature on this called our dash cam. This interfaces with our DVC320R dash cam. Come on by to Competition Sounds. The guys up there will figure out what's going to fit perfectly in your car and give you the best sound you've ever had.
Every life has a personal story. Our funeral services are as unique as the lives they celebrate. We will assist you with personalizing your funeral service to create a meaningful experience for all. Let us help you tell your loved one's story. We make it personal.
High school baseball on News Talk KEYS.
Back here at Cabinets Field, Doug Kesterson and Jake Vasquez with you. Top of the second inning and leading things off for the GP Wildcats. Sorry about that. It will be number 14, Landon Mayer, and then number 12, Austin Vasquez. Then back to the top of the order to number 11, Eddie Sanchez. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up here this inning for the Wildcats.
And a big, impressive first inning for both teams. First of all, the Mustangs, who loaded up the bases with nobody out, or the Wildcats loaded up the bases with nobody out, and the Mustangs escaped, allowing just 1 run. And then the Mustangs did the same thing. They loaded up the bases, but the Wildcats pitching change, and they got out of the inning unscathed. So 1-0 Wildcats as we enter the top of the second. And the first pitch misses up and in for ball 1 to Maurer.
There's strike 1. 1-1.
8, 9, and 1 due up for the Wildcats.
Fouled back and out of play for strike number 2.
Triple header for us today, guys.
It's a long one, I can tell you that right now.
We are going to be here a long time, Doug. I don't want...
Nice pitch, but the movement was off the plate. Garcia brought it back over, but not to the umpire's likings. 2-2.
I don't want you to worry at all. I put my deodorant today.
So did I. Extra. That's popped up in the air out in the right field. Leal comes up about 5 feet, makes the grab for out number 1. It's going to bring up number 12, Austin Vasquez, the second baseman. 1-0 Wildcats over the Mustangs.
Up to bat now for the Wildcats.
Harvey putting some
Second base
thought
number
into
12.
these
Yeah.
jams he's playing.
Yeah, he is.
He's going situational here today.
Barrera gets the outside corner for strike one. I did not have an opportunity to load yesterday's games on our YouTube page, MIC Sports Network YouTube. That's a base hit. It's going to drop into the gap. A long run. Leal can't get there. It's rolling to the wall. Vasquez heading around second base, taking off into third. The throw is not going to be in time. I'd say that's a triple. Don't you?
Yes, sir. Stand-up triple.
That's going to bring us back to the top of the order. Here's number 11, Eddie Sanchez, who walked and scored the run for the Wildcats.
Third hit of the ball game for the Wildcats.
Barrera's first pitch low, ball one.
You see the Mustangs here bringing the infield in with one out and that runner over at third base.
You know, you got a great opportunity here. There's no outs. Swing and a miss from Sanchez. But you have an opportunity to get another run across.
Yeah, really good coach told me one time when you bring the infield in, you turn a 300 hitter into a 400 hitter. It's much easier for him to get that hard ground ball through the infield with the infield in.
The 21. It's over. Here's the throw at home to Garcia in time. It's a 4-2 put out, and that was a correct call because I saw it all the way down. And I know his hand was close, but in my opinion, that's the right call. And no argument from Ronnie Jones either. Sanchez is on with a fielder's choice, brings up number 21, Quinn Supnet, who was hit by a pitch.
Up to bat now for the Wildcats.
Starting off this ball game, he was hit by a pitch yesterday. That's popped up, and it's going to foul back and out of play. 0-1. It's got to be one of those things where you see him where it's like, where'd that bruise come from? On his arm or something. Why is it all purple there? Taking one for the team, right?
Taking one.
Come on, Dorn. Runner goes, and it's fouled out of play. 0-2.
You know, when I was working Blast Vision and went out to do a pregame show with Ronnie Jonesy and the Wildcats, and had a lot of fun that day watching them work their bunt drills. They actually play a game working their bunt drills. So they split up into teams, and Coach Jonesy will call out what type of bunt he wants them to lay down, and they've got buckets out there that they've got to aim for. And it was actually, I'm telling you, Doug, it was really cool to watch. I had a lot of fun with those guys that day.
Definitely brings a different element to the game when you work on things like that, make it fun.
I mean, we saw the other day the Moody Trojans, I don't know how many bunts they laid down for base hits. And, again, the bunting game, a lot of kids, they don't understand that, you know, I haven't found another sport that has a statistic that they track called sacrifice other than baseball. And so you lay down that bunt, if it's a sac bunt, it doesn't count against your batting average. So a lot of kids don't understand that. They don't want to lay down a bunt. You know, and as the runner takes off and it's fouled off again, this time fouled off of Drew Garcia.
He took one off the left arm yesterday. Probably, I think he got him right on the forearm. The ump yesterday walked around a little bit, let him shake it off, and just, I'm good. You know it was hurting. But he's probably so used to it, too.
He looks like a tough kid to me. I'm not going to lie.
He's got good size. When you see him in person, stand up next to him, like, oh, okay, this kid's got a real good size. Supnet continues to battle fouling off pitches. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cole Dowell on deck for the Wildcats. But this pitch popped up in the air. Cáceres coming up, making the grab in left field for out number 3. On an F7, that ends the threat. The Wildcats get a runner on, leave him stranded. We're going to go to the bottom of the second, and the Wildcats lead the Mustangs 1-0. Be back right after this.
Trying to get into college can be overwhelming, but the TRIO Educational Opportunity Center is here to guide you through it. TRIO helps students from Nueces, Refugio, and San Patricio counties with college applications, financial aid, college admission testing, GEDs, and so much more. We'll help you realize your dreams, reach your educational goals. And the best part? We do it for free. Together, we can help you get into any college of your choice. Call or click today to see if you qualify.
Hey guys, this is Devin over here at Same Super Center. If you're looking for it, I got it. Like this whole line of beautiful trucks from Ford, Chevy to GMC. BMWs, Bronco Sports, Edges, we got it all. Even super cool Mustangs like this 5.0. Remember, you want to see this or anything else on my lot? Do yourself a favor, ask for Devin. Remember, shop Sames and save.
Make it personal. Call us at 361-758-3221 or visit us at charliemarshallfuneralhomes.com.
It's South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
Back here at Cabinets Field, Doug Kesterson, Jake Vasquez with you on this Saturday afternoon. Game number 1 of our triple header coverage on News Talk KEYS. We will return to regular programming in between ball games and whatnot whenever we can. We have some good shows on there, and our second game is scheduled to start at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Leading things off this inning for the Mustangs, number 15, Christian Saenz, the first baseman. He had a decent ball game yesterday, too. Takes that first pitch. That's a high fly ball out into right field. But making the grab is Gore for out number 1.
1 pitch, 1 out.
That's efficient.
And that is Dooms back out on the mound for the Wildcats.
Here's number 18, Louis Bettis, the center fielder. I think, in my opinion, from watching him, not because he's going to come up here later this afternoon and join us for game number 3. He wants to learn how to all the behind-the-scenes stuff of how we do things on radio and with the video coverage. I like his defense. I really like his defense. He's one of those ones after he takes the 2 straight pitches for balls outside, out and away from him. He will back up his infielders. He will back up his other outfielders. He is up there. He gets that ball in and gets it in quick. Turns on that pitch, rolls to first baseman, and steps on it unassisted. That's a 3-U. And that brings up number 9, Caleb Rushing.
We can give you the final line on Bryce Hardwick. Hardwick pitched a third of an inning. No runs, no hits, no strikeouts, 3 walks.
Number 9, Caleb Rushing.
Pretty easy line.
As first pitch swinging, popped it up. It's head drifted into the gap. It had an opportunity, but Vasquez from second base runs out in the outfield, makes the grab for out number 3. So it's 3 up, 3 down for the Mustangs. We go to the top of the third. Wildcats lead 1-0.
Meet some of our residents at Gulf Coast Humane Society. When you find your new family member, they'll be spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and microchipped. Your adoption fee also includes 6 months of heartworm prevention, a free vet visit, post-adoption support, and more. If you fall in love with one of our heartworm-positive dogs, we will also provide their treatment at no extra cost to you. Come find your new furry friend at Gulf Coast Humane Society, completing families since 1945.
Hi, I'm Bob Euchre. I was 5 years old when Lou Gehrig retired from baseball because of ALS. It's been 8 decades since Lou's speech, and we still don't have a cure for this devastating disease that affects thousands of Americans every year, including my daughter Leanne. But we are making progress, and we need your help to finally strike out ALS. Please join us by visiting als.org. Thank you.
101.
It's South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
Back here at Cabness Field, it's top of the third inning. The Wildcats lead the Mustangs 1-0. Due up for GP is third baseman number 10, Cole Dowell. You know, I know you follow along with South Texas High School Baseball's Facebook page or not, but there was a post that he had on there wanting to know everybody who's playing in college and professionally, get this kind of thread kind of thing going on it. I thought it was really, really neat as the first pitch to Dowell's low for ball one. Just seeing where everybody's playing. So Easton Dowell is playing for the McNeese Cowboys in Lake Charles, Louisiana. The 1-0. Hard hit. It's going to drop in for a base hit in front of Casares. That one hop to the left fielder. That's a no-doubter. It's going to bring up right fielder number 3, Tristan Gore, as we feel the press box shake for a moment.
Next up to bat, right fielder.
Did you feel it?
I did.
I was like, hold on. Not used to it shaking kind of left to right that way. Barrera's first pitch low, ball one. Gore singled his first at bat, same as Cole Dowell. Dowell 2 for 2 with singles. Throw to first. We saw Drew Garcia pitch on Tuesday. Casares came in for an inning of relief. Off the shin guard of Drew Garcia, rolls all the way to the on-deck circle. Not happy with himself off that one. It might have come off the top of the foot. You know, right that cover goes over his toes. Seemed like it hit off of that and had just enough trajectory to roll away from him.
Like you said, not happy with himself, but he's a gamer, man. He's just one of those guys, super competitive, and that unfortunate situation allowing Dowell to get into scoring position.
And it's now 3-0 from Barrera. And that's ball 4. Gore gets himself on with a walk. Brings up the catcher, Jamin Galvan. Galvan struck out his first at bat.
Next up to bat for the Wildcats, the catcher number 5.
Here come the Wildcats again, first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the third inning. Already with a 1-0 lead over the Mustangs.
Garcia is going to go talk out to Barrera for a moment. Quick conversation. Okay, hey, this is what I'm looking at. Let's go. Mustangs, one of the top teams in the South Zone. The Wildcats, like the Mustangs, one of the top teams in the North Zone. This could be a potential, with this rest amount of games to go, a potential matchup for district champion. Plays the bunt, and it's over the head of Drew Garcia for foul.
Very possible. Have the so out of the North Zone.
Number 1 of the North Zone, number 1 of the South Zone will battle for the district championship.
For the district championship. And right now, the Gregory Portland Wildcats, what is their district record right now?
GP is 4-2.
4-2.
The King Mustangs are 4-2.
A couple of other really good teams out of that North Zone, the East Titans and the Ray Texans.
And then, of course, you got Veterans Memorial in the South Zone as well. It's that potential. And that's a strike. So it's full count now to Tristan Gore, correct?
I believe it's a 0-2.
Oh, my apologies. 0-2. I was marking on the wrong thing. I was looking at the standings over here real quick.
I distracted you. Sorry about that, sir.
All good.
1-2, 1-2.
You have 1-2.
Yeah, I've got 1-2. I believe he fouled off the first pitch. Let's see if the umpire can help us out here. Throw up some fingers. He's not going to do it.
And a swing and a miss from Galvan. And he goes down swinging for the second time this afternoon. It brings up 1 away. And here is first baseman number 4, Blaine Elizalde, who popped up in foul territory. So we're looking at the standings. Veterans Memorial's 3-1. Ray is 3-1. West is 3-3. East is 2-2. So we look at some of those teams between the North and, of course, the South Zone here in District 29-5A. Barrera's pitch is inside, but it's ball 1. That's why I'm saying this is a potential.
Oh, yeah. Definitely has the potential to be a matchup to see who's going to be, taking one of those spots. Top 4 teams make the playoffs, and the way that the North and South do it, like Doug mentioned, is that ball is in there for a strike. Ball and a strike on Elizalde. The way they do it is the top 2 teams, top team out of the North Zone will play the top team out of the South Zone to decide the district champion. The other team will take the second spot. And then 2 and 3 from each side play 2 and 3 from the other side. Only the winner will advance in the playoffs. Ground ball, third base side, and fielded by Coach Jonesy.
It's the Mustang third baseman, Alejandro, is running behind it like, where'd he go? I don't think we picked it up on the screen, did we?
No.
2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 away. 2 on for the Wildcats. They lead 1-0. And that's base up, back up the middle. Pettis comes flying up, grabs it. Here's the throw. Garcia's got it. Said he's safe. Garcia was close. He's looking at his dugout. Here comes Coach Barrera. I believe that is another correct call.
That's tough. That's a tough one. I thought he might have dived ahead of time, but that's tough, man. That's about as close as it can get. Home plate umpire had the best vantage point.
I believe the hand was there before the tag. It was just enough here. It was like a bang bang, but hit the plate and hit the arm.
Yeah, bang bang play. But it is going to be an RBI for Elizalde.
Pettis or the throw. I don't know if Pettis hit the cutoff and the throw came in from the cutoff, or it was Pettis' throw all the way to home, but it was towards the left-hand batter's box of home plate. Had it been more on the right-hand batter's box, it probably would have had him.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm not saying that Pettis or anybody screwed up. Sometimes just the ball comes in, it's got a mind of its own, especially with this wind blowing, Here's Bodie Talamantes. Takes the first pitch, strike 1. 2-0 now, Wildcats on top of the Mustangs. That's popped up in the air. Pettis backing up a little bit in center field, but makes the grab for out number 2. Brings up number 14, Landon Mayer, who flied out to right field his first at bat.
That's a bat now for the Wildcats. Their designated hit, number 14, Landon Mayer.
I definitely believe both of these teams will be battling for a playoff spot, whether it's the district championship or that number 3 and 4 spot. I definitely feel like these two teams have the potential to be there in that mix.
First pitch is fouled off, strike 1. Hey, I agree with you. Because it was Vets, Ray, Carroll, and King in the playoffs last year, correct?
I believe you were correct. Yes.
Deep in the hole, flips to second, got it. What a nice play from Hernandez to Gomez to get out of the inning. The Mustangs trail the Wildcats 2-0. We're going to the bottom of the third.
How do you say buenos dias in Texas? Well, first start with a warm flour tortilla made from scratch. Then load it with savory frijoles, fresh scrambled eggs, papas, and shredded cheese. Wait, everything is bigger in Texas. Let's add crispy bacon and homemade salsa. And let's not forget about the weekends y barbacoa. You can enjoy a little piece of home from Laredo Taco Company.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
We're back here at Cavness Field. Reed Dooms stays on the mound for the Wildcats.
He's done a great job since coming in, Doug. First of all, getting him out of that bases-loaded jam without allowing a run, a strikeout, and a pop-up into right field. And he has retired 5 in a row.
Absolutely. So we're back to the top of the order for the Mustangs. Will be number 2, Isaiah Gomez, followed by number 3, Jason Hernandez, and number 5, Drew Garcia. The 1, 2, 3 hitters due up for the Mustangs. As Gomez walked his first at bat, has 2 stolen bases. He's been busy. Good speed, as you mentioned, as well. He was part of that bases loaded top half of the first inning for the King Mustangs. And he takes a big hack at the first pitch from Reed Dooms, and that's strike 1. Nice pitch from Dooms. Strike 2.
Yeah, breaking away from the right-hander right there, and he catches the outside corner. Nice pitch.
A little high for ball 1. He wanted to go up and away to try to keep it away from the batter, but just enough off the plate. 1-2. Foul to the netting. Count remains 1-2. Nice little crowd on hand today. It's not too hot. Don't see any umbrellas or anything to try to keep the heat off. Again, Gomez battling.
Comes in on the hands right there, and Gomez just fighting that pitch off. Fouls it back. Another 1-2 pitch coming here.
That's a pop-up to center field, and coming up and make the grab is Eddie Sanchez for out number 1. That brings up the shortstop, number 3, Jason Hernandez, who popped up to first base.
Next up to bat for your King Mustangs, shortstop number 3, James Hernandez.
First pitch from Dooms to Hernandez is outside corner, strike 1. Again, he's had a lot of success with that pitch. And what is that one, in your opinion? What do you think it is? Not necessarily a curve. It's more of a slider.
Yeah, it could be.
Because it has that
cross action.
Mm-hmm.
Some cross action to it. Misses outside. Same pitch. Misses outside with it. It's not really an up and down movement. It's more of a sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's More of an off-speed pitch, and that makes it 1-2. And that's low and away. Ball 2.
Yeah, maybe a slurve.
Yes, I've heard, it's not a made-up word. It's
a real thing.
Kind of a slider curve type pitch.
Sweeper is the new term you hear a lot. Well, new to me anyways, because I hadn't heard it like the way you hear it now in the major leagues when they're calling pitches. And I thought I heard them talking about it too. This, everybody wants to call these pitches a sweeper, more of a sweeping action than a slider.
That's a base hit. Jace Hernandez with the first hit of the game for the Mustangs. Rounding first, taking off. The wall goes all the way to the wall.
You could not see Quinn Supnet kind of went out of the frame right there, but gets all the way to the wall and then kind of climbs the wall on him. And a stand-up double for Hernandez.
Brings up number 5, Drew Garcia, with one swing, can tie this ball game up.
Number 5, Drew Garcia.
Especially if he gets one of these fastballs in from Dooms. And gets the timing down. He had a good one yesterday. Swing and a miss on a pitch inside from Dooms. Garcia with a full motion on that one, like he was really trying to get a hold of it.
Oh, he had that launch angle too. Wind still blowing straight out here at Cabinets Field, straight out into center field.
That's popped up. Dooms calling everybody off. They can't get it. It drops in between everybody. They did not call the infield fly. And that voice you heard was head coach Ronnie Jonesy.
Not happy at all.
And if we're going to be completely honest here, Garcia got away with that one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The King Mustangs are saying thank you very much. Runners at the corners with one out.
Brings up number 7, Rob Casares, who walked his first at bat, and he was left on base. First pitch from Dooms is high, ball 1.
So the Mustangs with an opportunity, but the Wildcats still set up for a double play right here. So it could go either way.
Casares not afraid to put the ball high and deep out there. He had a bunch of sacrifice flies. One of our players of the game last week or so, where he had the 5 RBI and the 2 sac flies driving in the runs for the Mustangs. He has a 2-0 count. Yeah, it's now 21 as Dooms responds back with a pitch on the lower outside corner of the plate. And I just got a score update, I believe, from last night. Casares with a big swing and a miss right there. That's strike 2. The Pioneer Diamondbacks defeated PSJA Memorial last night, 24-0.
Ouch.
Please tell me that was 5 innings.
Ouch.
Pitch from Casares low. It's a full count now to Robert Casares. And Casares winds up striking out, but Garcia takes off on the pitch and heads down to second base. That brings up now number 1, Ruben Leal, who struck out his first at bat. And that was a 5-inning, that was a run rule, obviously. 6 runs in the first inning, 2 in the third, and 16 in the fourth inning.
Wow.
Wow.
It's got to be tough on PSJA Memorial to have to struggle through that.
Pitch from Dooms is low, ball 1. So I'm going to go ahead and say with 16 runs in that inning, everybody batted twice at least.
At least.
Doom's next pitch is a little low and gets away, but it rolls right down the third baseline, keeping Hernandez and Garcia from advancing.
Nothing you can do right there.
No, I mean.
Run right into him, perhaps.
Goes the other way, maybe you've got a run coming home. Maybe. Here's the pitch. That's ball. Ball 3. 2 outs. Something the Mustangs have done a very good job of here recently, especially this season, is working on 2-out hitting.
Yeah, this is a big spot right here for Leal and the Mustangs. 2 outs, but 2 runners in scoring position. And he's going to load up the bases, taking ball 4 right there.
So bases loaded for Marco Barrera, who flied out his first at bat.
And that's not the worst thing that could happen right here to the Wildcats. You know, Leal, a good hitter. Don't want to give him a cookie. Instead, you put him on first base that was open anyway.
That's a brownie bite.
Yeah, so.
Instead of a full cookie, gave him a brownie bite.
Yeah. One of those 2 biters.
Yes.
those are the best, man.
They're pretty good. First pitch about at a strike 1. And it's popped up in foul territory. Galvan has no opportunity for it. He thought about it for a second. It's off the netting, and then, as you heard it, bounce off the ground in front of the field mic.
And here you go. 2 strikes on Barrera. So good spot right here for Dooms and the Wildcats. Even though the bases are loaded, he doesn't have to give him anything good here. Can throw his best pitch, and that might be it.
That's a hard hit ball. It's drifting back, but right at the left fielder. Supnet makes the grab. F7 to end the thread. The Mustangs leave them loaded again. We're going to the top of the 4th. The Wildcats lead 2-0.
This is our ILX F511. This is our top-of-the-line floating screen radio. We have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We've also got a cool feature on this called our dash cam. This interfaces with our DVC320R dash cam. Come on by to Competition Sounds. The guys up there will figure out what's going to fit perfectly in your car and give you the best sound you've ever had.
Every life has a personal story. Our funeral services are as unique as the lives they celebrate. We will assist you with personalizing your funeral service to create a meaningful experience for all. Let us help you tell your loved one's story. We make it personal.
News Talk KEYS.
Back here at Cavanis Field, top of the 4th inning. Barrera stays on the mound for the Mustangs. 1 run for GP in the 3rd. Mustangs yet to score a run. They did pick up 2 hits in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
They're going to send up 9, 1, and 2 in their order. Vasquez, Sanchez, and up. Looking at the wrong side. No, looking at the right side. Vasquez, Sanchez, and Supnet. Still trying to get it together here.
Yes.
Guys. Still trying to get it together. But I got
You're
3
human.
games. I got 3 games.
Yeah, you do.
To get it together. Maybe by the 3rd game I'll have it right.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm in the same boat with you. I'm not making fun of you. I'm there with you, bud. Bunt attempt. Strike 1.
I'm not used to being up this early on a Saturday.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I will. Well, it's noon now, so KEYS Corpus Christi, but.
Oh, it's noon now. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, what a beautiful pitch from Barrera. Coming at the batter, then breaks right across over back on the outside part of the plate. Nice. The 0-2. Chopped it high. Fielded, thrown down to first. One away. It sounded like it came off the plate, didn't it?
It sounded like it. It had a thud. Sounded like it might have.
But we're back to the top of the order. Here's number 11, Eddie Sanchez, who has singled and reached on a fielder's choice. He scored the first run of the ball game. Takes the first pitch from Bozada inside as he steps back and out of the way. Fouls off the next pitch. 0-2. Correct, right? You have 1-1? Two balls, one strike. About at his pitch. 31. Softball was done way early last night. Over here at Cab. Little chop. It's going to roll to the second baseman. Nice little underhand flip. Did not get there in time. Sanchez hustling down the line. Beats out the throw.
Yeah, nice job right there by Sanchez. Like you said, he just hustled that out.
Yeah, he did. He didn't stop. It didn't kind of go. It was a kind of a slow hopping roll to Gomez at second. Gomez came up, underhands it to make sure he had the throw exactly where Signs needed it.
But need a little bit more mustard on that throw.
Yeah, he did. Here's Quinn Subnet, who has been hit by a pitch and flied out. First pitch from Badetta, strike one. It's 2-0 Wildcats on top of the Mustangs here in the top of the fourth inning. Garcia had set up outside. The pitch comes inside. He was able to reach back over and make sure he got it. It was perfect view for the umpire on that play, wasn't it?
See the movement
Yes.
on that pitch. Almost moved in, out, and back in.
Greg Maddox style, right?
Something to see.
Struck him out. Going to throw down to second base. In time. So Subnik goes down swinging. The throw is a 2-4 put out. And Wildcats unable to get a run on that inning, and they lead 2-0. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth here at Cabness Field.
Trying to get into college can be overwhelming, but the TRIO Educational Opportunity Center is here to guide you through it. TRIO helps students from Nueces, Refugio, and San Patricio counties with college applications, financial aid, college admission testing, GEDs, and so much more. We'll help you realize your dreams, reach your educational goals. And the best part? We do it for free. Together, we can help you get into any college of your choice. Call or click today to see if you qualify.
Hey guys, it's Devin over here, same Super Center. If you're looking for it, I got it. Like this whole line of beautiful trucks from Ford, Chevy to GMC. BMWs, Bronco Sports, Edges, we got it all. Even super cool Mustangs like this 5.0. Remember, you want to see this or anything else on my lot? Do yourself a favor, ask for Devin. Remember, shop saves and save.
For academic testing and more, call 361-698-1262 or visit delmar.edu/EOC to see if you qualify.
Back to the action. South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
Back at Cabness Field, Wildcats and the Mustangs in game number one of our triple header coverage this afternoon. And it's 2-0 GP on top of King. Here is, we approach the bottom of the fourth inning. Due up for the Mustangs. Number 15, Christian Signs, followed by number 18, Louis Pettis, and number 9, Caleb Rushing. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up for head coach Romeo Barrera and company.
Leading up for your King Mustangs, first baseman number 15, Christian Signs.
Dooms on the mound. First pitch swinging, popped it up in the air. Everyone's calling off. It is Talamantes making the grab for out number 1. It's going to bring up number 18, Luis Pettis.
Next up to bat for your King Mustangs, center fielder number 18, Luis Perez.
Pettis so far this afternoon with a 3-U. He grounded out to first base. It's a second opportunity. Takes the first pitch from Dooms for strike 1. Pettis takes again. That's strike 2 on the outside corner. That time Dooms went away from him. Wanted him to chase away. Pettis wisely says, I'm not going to swing.
A little bit further out. Like you said, looking for a chase right there.
Got him looking. Dooms with the fastball on the outside corner. Brings up now the designated hitter, number 9, Caleb Rushing, who has flied out to second.
King Mustangs, the designated hitter, number 9, Caleb Rushing.
There's a woman with a sweatshirt. It says, I came, I saw, I left because I had anxiety. Or I had anxiety, so I left. That's actually kind of funny. First pitch to Rushing is strike 1. Little low ball one. 1-1 to count. Outside. Makes it 2-1.
Really attacking this bottom third of the lineup. Dooms. And he gave a couple of hits in the bottom of the third, but it's been pretty impressive. Misses right there.
That was not his best pitch, and we've seen him throw some really absolute beautiful pitches today. That one hopped in front of the plate.
Yeah, about a 59-foot fastball right there.
There's strike 2. You know, as a kid, I always wanted to pitch. I always thought it was something cool. Didn't have the arm strength or speed for that control. It's one of those things that didn't have a whole lot of opportunity. I played a lot of outfield, though. That ball's hit out into right field and making the grab.
Oh, what a grab, Doug.
It's Gore. For out number 3, it's 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 5th. The Wildcats lead 2-0.
Meet some of our residents at Gulf Coast Humane Society. When you find your new family member, they'll be spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and microchipped. Your adoption fee also includes 6 months of heartworm prevention, a free vet visit, post-adoption support, and more. If you fall in love with one of our heartworm-positive dogs, we will also provide their treatment at no extra cost to you. Come find your new furry friend at Gulf Coast Humane Society, completing families since 1945.
Hi, I'm Bob Euchre. I was 5 years old when Lou Gehrig retired from baseball because of ALS. It's been 8 decades since Lou's speech, and we still don't have a cure for this devastating disease that affects thousands of Americans every year, including my daughter Leanne. But we are making progress, and we need your help to finally strike out ALS. Please join us by visiting als.org. Thank you.
9101.
It's South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
Back here at Cabinets Field, Doug Kesterson and Jake Vasquez with you. The Wildcats lead the King Mustangs 2-0. Leading things off this inning will be the third baseman, number 10, Cole Dowell, who has singled each at-bat and has scored a run. I was talking about it just a second before we got the final out, because I played a lot of outfield. I feel playing outfield and playing secondary in football kind of go hand in hand. First pitch in from Barrera is ball 1. And the reason I feel that is because you learn how to track the ball.
Yeah, For sure. For sure.
And I think they both are very beneficial to each other.
You always wanted to be a pitcher. I actually hated pitching. Did not like it.
That's because I couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
I just didn't like it.
But I learned real quickly, let go of that dream. You know, yeah, that's not for you. The 1-0. Gets the outside corner, 1-1. No, but I enjoyed playing outfield. I didn't care. If I played center field, I played left field, I played right field. I don't care. As long as I got to play, I play right field. I don't care. Don't matter to me. This pitch is outside ball 2. 2-1. And I know typically that's not your best outfielder, the one that goes to right field, but because not everybody hits that way, but it's just important. Go back up to center fielder. Make a contribution. There's a contribution from Dowell with a one-hop hit out into the outfield. Pettis over there, picks it up and throws it back in immediately. The Mustangs done a good job so far. They have 2 hits in this ball game, but the Wildcats, 7 hits in the ball game so far. And a little foul ball. I thought for a moment it was going to stay fair and go to Barrera. He was had an opportunity to throw to first, but the spin on the ball took it other ways. And the reason I brought some of that up because I really like the way, again, how Pettis will back up everybody. He was really on to that one. He was over at the part of that red, part of the apple of the logo, make sure he got it, and then fired that ball in immediately. Didn't wait, didn't hesitate, didn't make an easy little lazy throw. Got that ball in there quickly, which saved an extra base. And I've been impressed what he's done that all week. I think the Mustang outfield have done a great job of that. The games we've been able to call and see them this season.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. They've got some good defensive guys out there.
Gore's pitch outside now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tristan Gore. Gore singled and walked today. Throw to first, and he's safe.
And like you said, that's so important, saving a run. It's, I believe, if I'm correct, I believe it's a statistic that they keep in the major leagues for outfielders. They keep all kinds of statistics.
Oh, yeah, I've seen some of the stats before, and I'm like, okay, you got to be crazy. There's a pop-up. Pettis not really moving a whole lot. Makes the grab for out number 1.
I used to joke that, you know, they knew what you hit on a Thursday with the full moon. They could tell you.
Versus the left-hand pitcher,
yeah,
you know, with a 2-2 count. Okay, that's really breaking it down. Here's Jamin Galvan, who has struck out twice today. The reason I'll bring it up, it was going to the hits for the Wildcats. Typically, you have 7 hits in a ball game. You would have more than 2 runs on the board.
Yeah, Barrera's done a good job here of kind of scattering those hits, not allowing them to get too many consecutive hits. And even when they do, they've been singles. So
I believe he's going to have a courtesy runner come in. He is.
And really, honestly, just 1 extra base hit for the Wildcats. It was the triple by Vasquez. It was a 1-out triple. And then he was thrown out at home trying to score another run for the Wildcats. So everything else have been singles. So really limiting the Wildcats' ability to do some damage.
But his next pitch is outside for ball 2. I did not see the number of the courtesy runner in for Cole Dowell.
And only on the back. Their number's only on the back.
Fouled away. That's number 7. Now, I was able to see that for the Wildcats. You have that.
So number 7, that is Jens Quam?
Yes. He's been a catcher for them in the past. Pitch is outside. I almost believe that was a pitch out called by Garcia. See if he's going to get the runner going one way because he was up and outside quickly. That's strike 2. Full count now to Jamin Galvan with 1 away and 1 on. Wildcats lead the Mustangs 2-0. Runner goes. And Galvan has a walk. And head coach Romeo Barrera makes his way out to talk to Marco Barrera. It's the first visit. Give us an opportunity to thank our sponsors. We want to say thank you to G-Tech Communications, Stripes, and the Laredo Taco Company, Del Mar College Trio Program, and Charlie Marshall Funeral Home. Appreciate you guys' support all season long. There's a movement going around. I believe they're going to make a couple of changes now. I believe they're going to get some different baseball. So, yeah, he's going to make a pitching change. He's bringing in Cáceres to come to the mound for Barrera. So Barrera goes 4 1/3. 4 1/3 innings for Marco Barrera. You'll have the line for him and is working on that to give us an opportunity to our second game today coming up, scheduled for 2 o'clock, is Laredo United and Veterans Memorial. And then on Saturday, coming up at 5 o'clock tonight, we'll have Carroll and Moody in the second game in that district matchup between the Tigers and the Trojans. Their first game was on Tuesday, and Moody, as we talked about earlier, really put on a clinic in bunting in that ball game. Cáceres going through his warm-up pitches. Tall, lanky figure. Seems to be a pretty good kid from what I understand. Jake is thinking.
Still updating the book here. So Cáceres will take over, and I believe number 26, that is Grant Hoogland. So Hoogland took over for Cáceres in left field.
Okay.
So I believe Barrera is out of the ball game completely.
And that brings up number 6 for the Wildcats. It should be Blaine Elizalde. Number 4, sorry. It's Blaine Elizalde, who is a pop-up and a single. Takes the first pitch from Cáceres for strike 1. Nice movement from Rob. It's exactly what you want to see coming in on relief. And it's typically you do not see that first pitch strike from a position player, but Cáceres has been a different type of animal in that regard.
Yeah, I agree. He has. He's done a lot of relief pitching.
Grabbed it with a force out step to throw over to first, offline. So the runner Quam is out at third on a 5 unassisted. Elizalde is a fielder's choice. Galvan is at second, and it brings up number 6, Bodie Talamantes.
Number 6, Bodie Talamantes.
There's 2 down now for the Wildcats. Cáceres' pitch is low and away, ball 1. He's done a nice job again for Cáceres. I like how he works. Throws more, looks like traditional over the top. Ball 2, right? Like he's coming over the top of his head versus a kind of a 3/4 like we see a lot of them do.
Yeah, it's more over-the-top action for sure. And I like him a lot, too, as a player.
Wanted that one. It's now 3-0.
He's done really good in relief for the King Mustangs in all the ball games that we've seen him in. Gets a strike right there.
Yeah, what game? Who was it against? Was it against Moody?
I believe it was against Moody, yeah.
It was against Moody where he had the 5 RBI, of course, the 2 sacks, but then he also had the 3 strikeouts to end the
Bases
threat.
loaded, nobody out, and 3 strikeouts, yeah.
Up
Phenomenal
and in.
job.
And that's ball 4 to Talamantes. Bases loaded again now for the Wildcats. Brings up the designated hitter, number 14, Landon Mayer, and Laredo United in the house.
The Longhorns.
The designated hitter, number 14, Landon Mayer.
Traditionally one of the better baseball squads from the Laredo area.
First pitch to Mayer is outside ball 1.
Do you remember when these guys were in a district with some Laredo schools many, many years ago?
Garcia framed that, got strike 1, 1-1. I think that was a tad off the plate, but he was able to snap that wrist back over. Little low, gets away from Garcia, but not far enough. Is it Galvan, or the runner for Galvan, was thinking about coming home. I don't believe he changed that out. Caceres took something off of that one, dropped it in the back door to Mayer. 2-2. Ground ball to third, fielded it, throws to first, in time. Able to get out of the jam on a 5-3 putout. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning, 2-0 Wildcats.
How do you say buenos dias in Texas? Well, first start with a warm flour tortilla made from scratch. Then load it with savory frijoles, fresh scrambled eggs, papas, and shredded cheese. Wait, everything is bigger in Texas. Let's add crispy bacon and homemade salsa. And let's not forget about the weekends y barbacoa. You can enjoy a little piece of home from Laredo Taco Company.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
Back at Cabinets Field, Doug and Jake hanging out with you on a Saturday afternoon, game number 1 of a triple header, as the GP Wildcats lead the King Mustangs 2-0, bottom of the 5th inning here at Cabinets Field. That was a good looking Saturday afternoon. It's not too hot. The spring warmth has finally arrived.
Finally. We can give you the final line on Marco Barrera now that the inning has ended. 4 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 2 runs on 7 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks. And lest the Mustangs can take over the lead here, he is on the hook for the loss in this ball game.
Here's the number 2, Isaiah Gomez, who has walked and flied out today. Gomez facing Dooms for the 2nd time. And first pitch from Dooms, outside ball 1. The next pitch, popped him up. Third baseman coming in and making the grab. Dowell kind of overran it a tad, had to lean back to make that grab, but there's out number 1 nonetheless. Here's Jace Hernandez, who has flied out and doubled today.
Next up to bat for your King Mustangs. Shortstop number 3.
Only 2 hits for the
Jace
King Mustangs. No
Hernandez.
runs, 2 hits, no errors. And the Wildcats 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors.
Dooms nails the outside corner, strike 1.
Seems to be able to do that at will.
Mm-hmm. And Hernandez is heading down as he's hit by a pitch. That brings up Drew Garcia.
Another young man when he is on the mound who can pound the outside corner.
Oh, yeah. Garcia with good velocity, too.
Team Mustangs, the catcher number 5, Drew Garcia.
He uses that velocity to brush batters off the plate.
Oh, yeah.
Goes up and in, gets them to move off the plate, and then pounds that outside corner for a strike, a pitch they can't reach.
That was what Nolan Ryan calls a bow tie. With the up and in.
Up and in.
He said he learned that from Satchel Paige. Throw it up right underneath his chin. Except, you know, Nolan Ryan has that drawl. Got to interview him once, and it was a really cool deal. Pitch from down. Dooms is a little high for ball 1. Everything inside me wanted to go, oh my God, you're Nolan Ryan. I was like, don't be a dork. Stay calm and talk to him. I mean, but, you know, that's the first Major League Baseball game I ever saw Nolan Ryan's pitching. Dooms goes away. That's ball 2. And the thing I'll never, ever forget with it there is in the Astrodome. And you'd hear him grunt. I would see the ball hit the glove at home plate, and then a second later you'd hear the pow that would resonate through the Astrodome. I can hear that like it was yesterday.
That's good stuff. I wish I'd gotten a chance to see him pitch. It's good stuff, man.
That's all-time strikeout leader.
And you're professional, man. You're professional. I know you handled it.
Oh, I did. I didn't fangirl out, but I sure thought about it. That breaking pitch from Dooms did not do what it wanted him to do, and it's 3-1 now to Drew Garcia. You know, and one of the things, too, when I got to talk to Nolan Ryan, interviewing with the question I asked, I said it was like the 50th anniversary of the Astrodome. That's ball 4. Garcia heads down to first base. 2 on now for the Mustangs with 1 out. That brings up Rob Cáceres now, the pitcher. What, you have a favorite moment from the Astrodome? Moment, singular. Well, my 5th no-hitter, this, that, you know, the playoff series in this year. And I'm like, my 5th no-hitter as casual as it could be, you know? Like,
yeah, my 5th no-hitter.
My 5th no-hitter. I kind of laughed.
No big deal, Doug. Just, you know, the 5th one.
You know, how many pitchers?
Not the 6th one.
Yeah, how many pitchers never get a no-hitter? And a pitch from Dooms is inside to Cáceres, ball 1. I was just floored by that. I'm like, what?
Real casual about it.
Dooms took something off, had Cáceres out in front for strike 1. 1-1 the count, 1 down. Mustangs trail 2-0. Dooms responds back with a pitch right down Main Street for strike 2. Funny moments, man, I've had doing games and covering sports. Cáceres goes down swinging. And brings up now number 1, Ruben Leal, who has struck out and walked today.
To bat now for your Team Mustangs, right fielder number 1, Ruben Leal.
They're going to have a courtesy runner come in for Drew Garcia, being with the 2 outs. It should be number 8 for the Mustangs, and that's Maclovio Gonzalez.
Garcia running for your Team Mustangs at first, number 8, Maclovio Gonzalez.
Fourth strikeout right there for Dooms.
That was a nice pitch. Leal was expecting something different. 0-1.
Got himself into a little bit of trouble after he got the first out.
Fouls that backing out of play for strike 2.
He hit Hernandez with a pitch, walked Garcia, but got the strikeout of Cáceres, and now one pitch away from getting out of this inning.
Line shot in the glove. Oh, what a catch from Talamontes, right at the edge of the glove. My goodness.
And there you go. Dooms gets himself out of the inning once again.
Yeah, he did. Here we go. To the top of the sixth we go. 2-0 Wildcats.
This is our ILX F511. This is our top of the line floating screen radio. We have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We've also got a cool feature on this called our dash cam. This interfaces with our DVC320R dash cam. Come on by to Competition Sounds. The guys up there will figure out what's going to fit perfectly in your car and give you the best sound you've ever had.
Every life has a personal story. Our funeral services are as unique as the lives they celebrate. We will assist you with personalizing your funeral service to create a meaningful experience for all. Let us help you tell your loved one's story. We make it personal.
Back to the action. South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
New pitcher.
Go ahead.
New pitcher on the mound. Looks like.
Oh, no. It's Cáceres.
It's Cáceres.
You're all good. He was new. He took over last inning.
There we go.
It's all good. All good, man.
Now I remember.
Uh-huh.
Threw 12 pitches.
So due up this inning for the Wildcats is the second baseman, Austin Vasquez, back to the top of the order with Eddie Sanchez and Quinn Supnet. The 9 1-2 hitters due up for GP.
And Doug, we are all the way to the top of the sixth inning. Wildcats still clinging to that 2-0 lead and be able to hang on to that in large parts to Reed Dooms.
Yes.
He's gotten himself in and out of some jams, and he came in a jam that he did not create and got the Wildcats out of it, not allowing a run, and then he's been really good for the Wildcats so far.
Here is Austin Vasquez. First pitch, a little high, ball one. I think that first game we did yesterday with the Veterans Memorial and King took an hour and a half. I think we ended a little bit about 7 o'clock with a 5:30 first pitch.
Nice.
2-0.
It's the games you really like as a broadcaster if you've got to do another game behind it.
Give you a lot of time in between the two. Three 3-0 now.
We always got stuff to do, that's for sure.
Yes.
3 games today, guys. Triple header for you.
Cáceres, after throwing 3 straight balls, takes one easy down the middle of the plate as Vasquez takes all the way for strike one. Lined, caught by Barrera for out number 1. Right, that's number 16. Marco Barrera, 16.
Marco Barrera took over. Yes, he did, so he remained in the game.
Back to the top of the order. Here's number 11, Eddie Sanchez, who has walked, reached on a fielder's choice, and singled. I do not see the Eagles over there yet. Laredo United working in the batting cage. There is some activity in the Wildcat bullpen.
Is that set for a 1:30 start or a 2 p.m.?
2.
2 p.m. All right.
They spaced them out kind of. We should have some in-between time.
Nice. I'm getting a little hungry, I'm not going to lie. But we brought the snacks. We were prepared this time. We
I
both
brought extra
brought our
snacks.
snacks.
Yeah. Nice pitch. That drops in on Sanchez for strike one. Got lots of snacks, and I got more in the truck. And then if we can hit the ATM, we can get the concession stand here at Cab. That's popped up. calling everybody off as Hernandez in shallow left field for out number 2. That brings up Quinn Supnet.
And
today, hit by a pitch, flied out, and struck out. So go ahead.
Got a question that was sent to us. Would you rather have 7 no-hitters or 7 Cy Youngs?
In the case of Nolan Ryan,
yeah,
all-time strikeout leader, I would have the 7 no-hitters. Because I know he doesn't have a Cy Young, right?
I don't know.
I don't believe that he or there's a weird stat like that. 1-0 count now to Quinn Supnet.
That is weird because why?
Because I think Roger Clemens, as the first pitch comes across now, the second pitch, sorry, for strike 1, 1-1 the count. I think Clemens has a Cy Youngs, but doesn't have a no-hitter.
Interesting.
Right? Trying to go find the open spot again on the outside corner, just too far off. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. And if I was Nolan Ryan, I'd like the career I had. I mean, you're the all-time strikeout king. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know anybody's going to get close to that.
Absolutely.
You know, there's some records. I mean, records are made to be broken, no matter what they're in. But sometimes a record like that, very difficult to change or be able to approach. That's strike 2. Like Emmitt Smith's all-time rushing leader in the NFL. I don't think with the way the running back game has changed now in the NFL with the heavy passing and not relying on the run anymore, unless the game goes back to that, I do not see that happening as Supnet takes the next pitch in for ball 4 and heads down to first base, bringing up number 10, Cold Owl.
Not only that, but you see a lot of teams these days, they go with the running back.
By committee?
By
Yes,
committee, yeah.
yes.
So you see a lot of that. So you're probably right. We won't see that again unless you've got some superstar comes in or something. But even then, you know, they just it doesn't seem like athletes are as durable as they used to be either, Doug. You know, there's a lot of injuries.
Yes, there is. So I don't know if records like that will be broken. You know, maybe there'll be more no hitters. You'll have an opportunity to have some no-nos, but I just know how hard that is to do.
Yeah.
And what's even harder than that is a perfect game, is that's popped up. Everybody's giving a run. Make the grab was Gomez for out number 3. On the F4 put out. Going to the bottom of the 6th, it is the Wildcats 2, the Mustangs 0.
Trying to get into college can be overwhelming, but the Trio Educational Opportunity Center is here to guide you through it. Trio helps students from Nueces, Refugio, and San Patricio counties with college applications, financial aid, college admission testing, GEDs, and so much more. We'll help you realize your dreams, reach your educational goals. And the best part? We do it for free. Together, we can help you get into any college of your choice. Call or click today to see if you qualify.
Hey guys, it's Devin over here at Same Super Center. If you're looking for it, I got it. Like this whole line of beautiful trucks from Ford, Chevy to GMC. BMWs, Bronco Sports, Edges, we got it all. Even super cool Mustangs like this 5.0. Remember, you want to see this or anything else on my lot? Do yourself a favor, ask for Devin. Remember, shop Sames and save.
And more, call 361-698-1262 or visit delmar.edu/EOC to see if you qualify.
It's South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cabinets Field, and it's the new pitcher for the GP Wildcats. It's number 10.
Number 10, and that is Cold Owl. So that would mean
there's a new third baseman.
New third baseman.
That's number 4.
Number 4, and that is going to be
Blaine Elizalde.
So we've got a new first baseman. And let's see, he's going to give us a turn here.
That's 19.
And 19 is Hardwick. So Hardwick will re-enter. We're going to make some defensive changes here.
And I was asked the question, or the question was posed to us, and Jake asked me would I rather have the no-hitters or the Cy Youngs, and I was leaning towards the no-hitters because I know how hard that is to do, and I did, in fact, look it up, and I remembered correctly, Nolan Ryan never won a Cy Young. They said he struggled sometimes, and he led the Major League with more walks, so that might have influenced the voters, whatever case to not award him a Cy Young. Here's Marco Barrera. First pitch from Dowell is outside ball one.
Got some scores from around the area. Again, big thanks to our buddy Albert Hernandez giving us some scores. I'll get you guys those scores here in a minute.
The 2-0, 3-0. And see, that's what I was talking about before. Like Costa is one of those ones that can come in and throw some strikes. His position player takes a batter or two sometimes, or an inning, to really get back into the swing of things. Able to hit the outside corner on that one after 3 straight balls. It's strike one. 3-1 to Marco Barrera, who has flied out twice in today's ball game.
You were talking about a huge score in a game earlier. I'm about to give you one as well. Sin Pirates 32-0 over West Oso.
Yeah, we saw that, and I was like, oh, wow. That's a little crazy.
Yeah. And if I know Coach Alanis the way that I do, that was not his starters.
Seemed to be a little confusion with the Mustangs for a moment. It hit because Romeo Barrera walks almost all the way to home plate. Like he was playing first base. Why didn't he?
Looks like we're going to have...
Who's that? Number
20.
Up to that number, your Team Mustangs. First baseman, number 28, Ryan Castellanos.
So 28, Castellanos. I guess is taking over at first base. Obviously.
It's a 1-1 count now.
Also, West actually beat East last night. 10-1 the final in that one.
Big hack from Castellanos. He's down 1-2. That hit him, so he's going to head down to first base.
Well, not how you want to get on base, but the Mustangs will take it. A walk and a hit by pitch. And you know, the Mustangs, Doug, have left 8 on base. But you know, we talked about the 7 hits, and that's going to be it.
Wow.
That's going to be it for Dow. So we're going to go to a new pitcher for Coach Jonesy and the Wildcats. And, you know, the Wildcats, you know, you were talking about with those 7 hits, you know, it's kind of strange. They only got 2 runs, but they have left 10 runners on base. And looks like our new pitcher, Doug, is number 14. And number 14 is... I don't have a 14. Oh, yes, I do. Landon Maurer.
Landon Mayer.
Landon Mayer, there you go.
Okay. So Mayer had been the designated hitter. Boom, boom.
So here's some interesting stuff that Albert sent us about Roger Clemens as well. Let's find it again. Actually, about Nolan Ryan. I'm sorry, I'll look in the wrong place here. 12 one-hitters. Okay.
Yes,
we
I
talked
remember.
about the 7 no-hitters. 12 one-hitters and 18 two-hitters. That's just dominance.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing. And we're talking about records that may never be broken. I mean, one of the ones he sent me, and I had thought about that a little while ago. I didn't remember the exact number, but Joe DiMaggio, 56-game hitting streak.
Right.
Crazy. The other one that came to mind for me was Cal Ripken.
Yes.
Yeah.
But who passed that up?
Did someone already pass that one up?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I know Albert will. Or Albert will look it up. Here's Louis Bettis, who's 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a strikeout. Squaring up bunting, and it's a lot of trajectory off of that one. Foul. The 0-1, Pettis squares up in the bunt again, takes the bat back, it hits the outside corner, strike 2. Again, squaring up with the 0-2. Pops it up. It stays in, heading down to first base, and they had a runner off. He's safe at first. Nobody's covering second. Bases loaded.
Wow.
It was not foul. Somebody's yelling it was foul. That was not foul. It was definitely inside on the line when it was fielded by number 10 for the Wildcats.
Again, bunting.
Especially with bunting with 2 strikes.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point right there. Good point right there. The young man had 2 strikes, and they asked him to lay that bunt down. And it looks like we'll have
15 coming in. Christian Signs is going to go run.
For himself, technically.
Technically.
We heard Coach Barrera saying he's playing first base, but he has not played defense yet. So Christian Signs will come back in.
Here's Caleb Rushing, who's 0 for 2 with bases loaded, nobody out. Here's an opportunity to get a run across for the Mustangs. First pitch is low, ball 1. That was kind of, in my opinion, that was dangerous, but that was, something you keep at it. Bettis over there just working it, confident in himself to make sure he got it down. Here, pitch gets away, thought about coming home and didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. That would have
that would have been an out. You didn't really do
could have
that
been
right
disastrous. Yeah. Yeah, right now you have bases loaded, nobody out.
And a 2-0 count, so that's...
And you are the home team, too. That's...
Yes. You have an opportunity here. If you can get some runs across.
Although as the home team, you tend to take a little more chances. You are going to have the last at bat, but it's been tough for them to push cross runs. As we mentioned earlier, they have left 8 on base, and it's been really tough for them to try and score runs here. So a big spot right here, a 2-0 count. And you're about to get to the top of your order once again. Barring a triple play right here.
Ground ball, second, flip, throw to first, double play, but you do get 1 run across.
So I believe that would not be an RBI, although 1 came in. It's not an RBI because of the double play.
You had a 4-6-3, right? Was that what it was? Or
yes,
6-4-3?
6-4-3, I believe.
Back to the top line for your Team Mustangs, second baseman number 2, Isaiah Gomez.
And here's back to the top of the order, number 2, Isaiah Gomez, who's walked, flied out twice. A big hack. Strike 1. Nice pitch. Says it's high for ball one.
So now a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Wildcats. Mustangs have a runner at third base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Next pitch is high, ball 2. 2-1. Three and 1. You know, and I would love to give you guys some stats and records here in locally with baseball from teams and around the area. Sometimes it's just a little hard to keep up with. Able to just get a piece of that, but it's strike 2. Ball 4. Wow. So you have runners on the corners now with Jace Hernandez, who is a good hitter for the Mustangs.
Next up to bat for your team, Mustangs shortstop.
Only extra base hit of the day for the Mustangs is Jason Hernandez double, and that was in the 3rd inning. A 1-out double. He was stranded at third base, but a chance here for the Mustangs. And Albert said he wasn't able to find anybody that had broken Ripken Jr.'s record. He said he shows it still at 2,632.
Oh, Ripken. Sorry, Ripken. I was thinking Gehrig.
Oh, okay.
Gehrig. My bad.
No, you're good.
I knew what I was thinking, but the name was wrong. No, you're right on that. Ripken will not pass up. I don't know anybody who pass up that now.
2,632 consecutive games. Amazing.
Pitch is outside, ball 1. I knew what I was thinking. It's not what came out of my mouth, but I knew exactly what I was thinking. 1-0. I apologize for that, y'all. I'm not a complete moron. Snap throw to first. That had some intent behind it. We've seen some easy, hey, I see you, you know, the throw C, throw D, kind of like,
That was not it.
That was not it. That was, hey, I'm trying to get you out of there. If we can get out with a threat at third and a dangerous hitter at the plate, we're good. Breaking stuff. High ball 2. And Gomez over there doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing right now, trying to draw some attention, trying to distract Mayer on the mound. Ooh, Hernandez just a tad bit of contact. The umpire made that signal.
It's a big hack by Jason Hernandez. A 2-1 count.
Fouls it off and out of play for strike 2.
And again, the Wildcats a strike away from getting out of this inning. They could get out of here allowing just 1 run on what was bases loaded, nobody out. You'd call that a win. Maintain their lead as they are up 2-1 in this ball game.
That's a hard hit ball, but it's drifting, hanging, and caught for the 3rd and final out. A sup net out in the left field. The Mustangs get a couple on, they leave them stranded. They get a run across, though, and it's 2-1 going to the top of the 7th inning.
Meet some of our residents at Gulf Coast Humane Society. When you find your new family member, they'll be spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and microchipped. Your adoption fee also includes 6 months of heartworm prevention, a free vet visit, post-adoption support, and more. If you fall in love with one of our heartworm-positive dogs, we will also provide their treatment at no extra cost to you. Come find your new furry friend at Gulf Coast Humane Society, completing families since 1945.
Hi, I'm Bob Euchre. I was 5 years old when Lou Gehrig retired from baseball because of ALS. It's been 8 decades since Lou's speech, and we still don't have a cure for this devastating disease that affects thousands of Americans every year, including my daughter Leanne. But we are making progress, and we need your help to finally strike out ALS. please join us by visiting als.org. Thank you.
South Texas High School Baseball on News Talk KEYS.
We're back here at Cabinets Field. Doug Kesterson, Jake Vasquez with you, KEYS Corpus Christi. You're listening to our high school baseball coverage with the King Mustangs and the GP Wildcats battling it out here in a crossover matchup. North Zone battling a South Zone team. Each team 4-2 in district play this season. Cáceres remains on the mound for the Mustangs. Wildcats lead 2-1, top of the 7th inning. Due up, I expect, is 3 Tristan Gore, 5 Jamin Galvan, 4 Blaine Elizalde, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Wildcats.
So we were talking about Nolan Ryan and it not winning a Cy Young. Albert said the closest he ever came was 1973. He had 383 strikeouts that year. He came in second in Cy Young voting.
It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Ground
Insane.
ball. Deep in the hole, covering the bag, throw in time. 1 away.
Just got him right there. Just got him. Gore hustling up the line right there. So 4-3 if you're scoring at home for that first out. That's going to bring up Galvan.
Next up to bat for the Wildcats, the catcher number 5, Jamin Galvan.
Here's Jamin Galvan, who has struck out twice and walked. Cáceres pitch outside for ball 1. That's a fly ball out in the left. Adjusting and making the grab is Hooglin for out number 2.
2 quick outs here for the Wildcats. It's going to bring up Elizalde. And then I believe we said Elizalde is now the 3rd baseman for the Wildcats.
Right.
Blaine Elizalde.
Who fouled out, singled, and reached on a fielder's choice today. 0-1. That pitch was a little low for ball 1. Ball 2.
So guys, really trying to frame that pitch on the outer half for the home plate umpire, but he said no, sir.
Fly ball. Pettis on the run. Pettis makes the grab for out number 3.
Nice over the shoulder grab.
Like he's running down for a touchdown pass. You know what?
Three up, 3 down right here for the Wildcats as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Mustangs, trailing 2-1. We'll be right back, guys.
How do you say buenos dias in Texas? Well, first start with a warm flour tortilla made from scratch. Then load it with savory frijoles, fresh scrambled eggs, papas, and shredded cheese. Wait, everything is bigger in Texas. Let's add crispy bacon and homemade salsa. And let's not forget about the weekends y barbacoa. You can enjoy a little piece of home from Laredo Taco Company.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
Back here at Cabinets Field, bottom of the 7th inning, last hurrah coming up for the King Mustangs as they trail by 1.
Got the right guys coming up though, Doug. 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Garcia, Cáceres, and Leal. So if anybody can get it going for them, it is going to be these guys. So
you're absolutely right.
You'd love to have Jace Hernandez leading off here. He's another guy that it's done really well at the plate for the Mustangs in several of the games that we've seen, but they'll take it. Garcia, Cáceres, and Leal, the heart of the lineup coming up.
You're right. I mean, you know, a couple of swings and they can really close out this ball game. So
you said this young man that's digging in right now, Garcia, got a home run for himself last night
against Vets too. So
Drew Garcia.
Mayer's first pitch to him, low and away, ball 1. Game number 2 will start at roughly about 2 o'clock. We'll have some programming back on in between these ball games. Some bills to pay. Next pitch is away for ball 2.
Got to pay the bills.
Yes. Garcia with a monster hack at that one, jammed off the hand.
Yeah, Mayer got in the kitchen right there. And Garcia fouled it straight back. 2-1 to count. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. And it is a 2-1 Gregory Portland Wildcat lead over these King Mustangs.
Chopped it foul. Garcia's trying to make some good, solid contact. The flags do not appear to be blowing out straight out very hard. I mean, they're still straight out there, but not as hard as we saw some yesterday. I was like, man, a couple of times out there, this wasn't sure they were going to hang on the pole. Took him off and got Garcia out swinging. Wow.
Nice pitch
Had him
right
fooled.
there. What a nice pitch, Doug.
He is not happy with himself as he walks back to the dugout. It's like, oh, here's Robert Cáceres.
Robert Cáceres.
Yeah, that breaking pitch coming in towards Garcia, then just broke right off the plate. First pitch low and outside, ball 1.
Mayer's next pitch. Inside, ball 2. I thought for a moment the umpire was going to call that one. I thought he liked it. Hard hit ball to the shortstop, grounded. I mean, picked up, fielded, and thrown over to first. Easy routine play. Nice job from Talamantes. Well, I said grounded. That was kind of dumb, Doug. Here's number 1, Ruben Leal, who struck out, walked, and flied out today. Last out for the Mustangs. Need a 2-out rally. You're down 1. That's ball going to lop in for a single. It brings up Marco Barrera. Two-out hitting. Nicely done right there. Took exactly what he had, put it out where nobody was. Pitch was high, ball 1 to Barrera. Sweeping pitch way outside for ball 2. You're hearing that batting practice going on. It's definitely distracting. Big hack from Barrera, strike 1. And I know they're just warming up, but you hear the pink, you look at the field like, hold on. Why am I, you know, especially if you look down, why am I hearing an extra pink of the bat, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I've done it a couple of times already.
That's popped up. In foul territory. Is it staying in play? It is. But away from everybody for strike 2.
And it looked like Elizalde, the third baseman, kind of lost his footing trying to get over there. So everybody was late. It's going to drop. And the count will go to 2-2 on Barrera. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runner at first base is Liao. Liao. Represents a tying run for the Mustangs over at first base.
And he strikes out, ending the threat, and that's the final as the Wildcats defeat the King Mustangs 2-1 here this afternoon.
Game 1 in the books.
Yes.
2 more to go, Doug.
Yes. And we'll go ahead and stop the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching here on MIC Sports Network. Have a great rest of the afternoon. First pitch is set for 2 o'clock between Laredo United and the Veterans Memorial Eagles. Tune back in for that one.